Yo, what's up everyone? Kyrios here, and today we're going to go over a 2.2 patch preview of all the big announcements that they've essentially said. So we're going to cover Tian, we're going to cover a little bit of Lyra, not in full depth. We'll show you some things around the city. We're going to talk about the Nemesis rerun and just some other random things as we have it. If you guys can't hit that like and subscribe, I'll try to keep this video pretty short. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome on in. Let's start off on the top of the information, and that's that Nemesis rerun. We are going to have a rerun from the 15th to the 26th, according to the Korean Twitter, which is, you know, one of them saying that it's probably true everywhere, right? Now, there's one thing that they do not mention. They do not mention if Nemesis is going to hit the general pool after this banner. In the CN, Nemesis did get about 2 to 3 reruns before going to the general pool. But as we can see in our CN account, you can see all the different weapons that are in the general pool. You can see Claudia's there. You can see Cobalt's there. You can see Nemesis is there. You can see Frigg is there. Now, Frigg just recently dropped there, and Frigg was the 6th banner, but they do eventually go there. So I hope in global that does happen. Now, a quick little TLDR. I do want to point out that the purple nucleuses, if you guys are holding on to this, in the CN, they did not add any of those new weapons to the purple nucleuses. So feel free to go ahead and use those in case you've been saving them for any reason. All right, let's talk about the second part. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to find a clip of me playing Fall Guys. It's somewhere on my channel. I just couldn't find it. But there's a lot of cool modes coming out. Like, for example, this one where you can play tag. That I will just hyperclip to this and put it there. But what I do want to point out is that this is the main way to get those lost tags. And those lost tags are going to allow you to get more goggles, visors, whatever you want to call it, a lot faster. We're going to have a lot more mini games coming. There's a lot of cool tag mini games, racing mini games, a lot of cool mini games that are on the way. So you should be very excited about this. And I'm excited to get some more lost tags. And I'm excited about all the other stuff in there as well. Now, quickly, speaking of new gear, we are probably getting a new piece of gear. I do not know for 100% because it has not been announced, but I do want to give you a little TLDR, is that since we've already received the visor and the engine, we are more than likely getting the reactor. What I have a feeling they're going to do is that they're going to drop this reactor in. This reactor currently will not have a world boss to get it from. The world boss that you would typically get this from, if they've delayed it all by 1, is in 2.3 all the way in the brand new area. I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but I know this doesn't say the reactor there, but all of our gear has been delayed by 1, so the reactor will probably be here once we get the new area in 2.3. All right, so speaking of that new gear, I don't know exactly where we're going to get it, but if we're looking at this little little infographic that they released, we're going to get the Critical Abyss, which is the AV8 battling, and the Void Abyss. Now, what I thought was going to happen, I thought we were going to get Origins of War, which is the group Bygones. We may not get that. We may get that. I don't know for 100% sure. But what we are getting is the Critical Abyss, where you can get these new tokens and you can use them in the shop. And I'll show that here in just a second. And we are getting the new Void Risks, which are essentially the hard modes. And you can see that reactor's right there too. So my feeling is that they're going to put the reactor mainly here and delay the other event until maybe 2.3 in order to give us that new piece of gear. That's my feeling on it. And now quickly, here's the Critical Abyss and kind of those tokens that we were talking about, that new support token that's there. You guys, this is going to look very familiar. Just new tattoos, some new bunny ears, and the new few cosmetics. Nothing to really write home about. I guess there is some gear upgrade crystals. We'll see if we can get that or not. Oof. All right, moving right along. We got the new Battle Pass number 4, which is going to get us that brand new outfit. I know you guys have all seen it, but that's one of the outfits that I rock on my character. I think it's absolutely adorable on females. I don't think the male perspective of one is that great. And I'm going to take this opportunity again, because I always like to take this opportunity to call out that we need the better Battle Pass, guys. We need it. Where can I show it? We need the additional red nucleuses. We need the special vouchers. We don't need 120 SSR relics, because it's easier for us to get relic upgrades. I get that, but maybe a little bit more, maybe 40. That'd be nice, or something. And you guys know I've talked about that a lot on this channel. Let's talk about Lyra and Tian. I'm not going to go fully in on Lyra and Tian, but you can see by this infographic here that we're going to get Lyra and Tian, or Sirius, at the same time, and then we'll get Annabella in January. Now, Lyra and Tian are both great pickups, but I would caution everyone to be careful with this acceleration we're on. Now, speaking of Lyra real quick, she's so much fun to play. You can just aura things in the face. You can see the amount of healing we're doing, the amount of damage we're doing, and that's not the best. I don't have matrices on or anything like that, but you could just see the healing stacking up. Now, there's two ways to play her. You can have her in attack mode, which is the way that skill just went off. All right, in support build, you're going to require to at least have 2 support weapons on. Obviously, I would choose Nemesis if I had Nemesis on this, but it's going to allow you to put up these 3 different totems. Now, ideally, you put them in the crux of between your teammates and stuff like that. And you can see that these different orbs are bouncing back and forth. It's going to allow it to heal. It's going to allow it to do more damage. And it's going to allow you to effectively protect your teammates and protect yourself. All right, so that brings us to Tian. Now, Tian is a DPS powerhouse weapon. Once again, we will have a complete deep dive of Tian. But what I will say is that if you can only get a A0 or A1 and you're already sitting on an A6 or an A6 Crow, you can still get him as a buffer, but you might want to be very cautious about of overly spending right now unless you can match that. Now, his gameplay style is huge AoEs that just go all over the place, has different skills that sacrifices health, and then it's just it's a fun gameplay, but he goes all over the place. I love the way that he does dash attacks. He's got a very interesting style of play where you do a lot of dodge attacking, go through them, do some spin moves, right? Hold it down, right? And just keep going. And I don't know. He's a pretty fun style of gameplay. He's not per se my style of gameplay, but he is still very fun to play. All right. So in the central city, you guys will recognize this area. You came here a lot during the story missions. You can now go up this escalator to the 3rd floor, which will bring you to your apartment, which is I wish I had an apartment like that. Oh my God. You guys will have a fish tank. Now, you may not have this till 2.3, but you can put fish in here. Now, do remember, you do got to feed the fish and put enough food in there to make sure that the tank is clean. Otherwise, the fish will die with fishing, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. You can turn on your giant TV in case you want to kick back with a beer and just enjoy some nice TV. You also have, you can also put some cats here. Cats or dogs or other animals. You do have to buy litter and get water and get food. Make sure they do stay hydrated and you do clean up their poop. Otherwise, they will pass away. And then you have the nice shower. And this shower is the best part because there's nothing like pooping on a gold toilet and then taking a nice steamy shower afterwards. Yo, Mia, stop staring. It's awkward. Yikes. Oh, it's fancy meeting you here. Sorry, I was just taking a nice little swim in the pool with our NEMMIE swimsuit skin. Sometimes you like to watch a movie out in the open. You can also go in the Ferris wheel, which, spoiler alert, there may be a red nucleus up there. All right, welcome to the arcade area, which is a great little place, and you'll frequent this very often. There is a bowling alley down here, which I usually can never play because it's only open 2 to 3 hours a day. Dear Hoda, please take away time restrictions from global. It's ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Going up the escalator, we can find all these different areas. We have some lounges, and then we have the brand new arcade where you can spend some of your Mira to earn other currency to purchase from the shop. You might be able to get some new cosmetics, some new pacifiers. You can also buy some gifts here. This is the way you get gifts for the new characters. Now, most of these mini games are a pain, and I'll cover these a little bit later. But you guys will all experience. Speaking of new pain, new Gachapon is here. As you'll see, there's now 2 versions of Gachapon. I believe we're getting this. I can't 100% say. So we should be getting the 2.0 versions behind it. But then we also have brand new Gachapon on top of that. for getting more red nucleuses, more icons, more emotes, more materials. Some of these are very familiar to everyone, and then some of these are brand new. So for everyone that's been part of my live streams that has been hearing me say save, 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 there's a lot of choices coming out, or there's some new choices coming out, I should say. All right, that brings us to the racing hall, which is all the way at the north of the map. You can sign up for new races right here in the front. Now, this isn't really the most popular time to be playing my CN account, so there's not going to be that many races, but you can buy cars. There's a few cars you can buy over there, and then you can race them on the track, as I'm probably showing on screen. All right, so that really just wraps up everything that we're talking about right now. Now, I didn't show you guys the dance club, which I'm probably showing on screen, and I didn't show you the movie theater room, which I'm probably showing you on screen, but I don't want to ruin the enjoyment of everything. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot to explore. As you can see here, there's 2 brand new areas of stuff to find on this entire area, or in this entire location. And there's red nucleuses to find, in addition to the red nucleuses you're going to get through exploration. So lots to do, lots to explore, and we'll cover it more in detail as we get into 2.2 in the global version. I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and I'll see you guys on the live streams. If you have any, hit me up in the comments down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and fist bump from me to you.